Hey guys, it's Zoe, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 books. This is 10. What a dummy. 5 books that had endings that I absolutely hated. Loathed entirely.
Hate, 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 hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
My bra strap is falling. Immediately before filming this, I just had the coolest opportunity for my channel that I've had to date. No, I cannot tell you what it is yet. You will find out November 2nd. I don't actually know if I'm not allowed to say anything, so I'm not gonna say anything. Anyways, let's get into these 5 books. Before I get started, I probably should warn you now, there will be spoilers in this video. I will put up a spoiler sign or something, and I'm going to spoil it in the description box so you can see which videos, no, you dumb bitch, which books are in this video, and I will leave timestamps so you can skip through if you don't want to risk spoiling yourself. You've been warned. They're not really ordered in any particular way. I don't know if I could rank them from like most hated to least hated, so we're just gonna do the most controversial one first. I've talked about this book before, how much I hate this damn book, and the ending is one of the things I hated the most because there was no resolution, nothing fantastic happened. I was left feeling like, what the hell happened this entire book? I don't mind feeling like that during the book if there's some sort of fucking resolution at the end. Is there fucking resolution? No, there fucking is not. This book, the bane of my existence, and the reason I ask myself, why do people like shitty books all the time? The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, or as I like to call it, the Shit Circus. That's how I feel about that. There are several things that I hate about the ending. 1, you end up in present day, and I don't give a shit what's going on today. If this book is set in the early 1900s, I want to know about the early 1900s. Honestly, if it was any other book, I wouldn't be as upset about this. Like, it wouldn't bother me in any other book. What are you doing? But it bothered me in this one because everything bothered me. And you know when you don't like something and everything about it, you're like, I could fucking choke you and be happy about it? That's me in this book. Not only that, but there are sections in this book that are written in the second person. That is one of my biggest pet peeves in the entire fucking world. I hate when books are written in the second person. Part of them, all of them, one chapter, doesn't fucking matter. I fucking hate it. The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I love this book after my first read of it when I hated the book. Part of it is written in the second person. I understand why it's happening, but I still fucking hate it. Here's the difference. I love this book, so it doesn't bother me as much. I hate this book, so it bothers me even more. You feel? Sorry, boo. It ends on one of the second person things. You go to the tent. You must email Bailey, whatever the fuck his name is. It's amazing to me that I remember anything about this ending because I blocked out this book so fucking much. Honestly, I think what bothered me the most about this ending is the lack of resolution. The whole book, you're feeling like, what the fuck is going on? Is there a point? Is there a plot? Do we care about anything that's happening? Some people do, apparently. I was not one of them. And the ending, I'm sitting here thinking like I am slogging through this book in hopes that something will be resolved and I will feel something other than anger and hatred and resentment towards this book. And then you know what happened? I fucking didn't. I felt all of those things tenfold because nothing was resolved. And then it jumps to present day and it's like, what the fuck for? Anyways, I'm pissed off about it. Garbage. Speaking of garbage. So the Shit Circus and this one, the next one, are the only 2 in this video that I'm going to be talking about that pissed me off the entire way through. And they're the last of the standalones. The other ones are parts of series. I hated the way the series ended as a whole. This next one is another big controversial opinion because everybody and their mother loves this fucking book. Daisy Jones and the Shits. I fucking hated this book. Again, like with the Shit Circus, what was the point of everything. I hated everybody. I didn't like a single thing about it. When I first expressed this controversial opinion, everybody was like, honey, listen to the audiobook. You know what? I fucking did. I listened to the audiobook and I read the physical copy trying to feel something. Did I feel anything? Fucking no! No, I didn't. Except again, anger, hatred, resentment, questioning why I was even reading anymore. And before you get started on the whole just DNF it thing, ma'am, I have never DNF'd a book in my life. No, I will never DNF a book because I am a nosy bitch. If you've been around my channel, you've heard me say this before. I need to know if things get better. I need that hope for the world. Like, some of my favorite books I hated for the first like 100 pages or so. And I'm like, what the fuck's the point of this book? And then after it was like, and for me, that's enough. If the ending redeems it all, and then I go back and reread it, and I'm like, I understand now why I'm meant to love this. It didn't happen with these two. I had to give them the chance. I am a firm believer in second and third and fourth and 15th chances until something happens that is irredeemable, irreversible, something for me to fully close the door, end the chapter. Books deserve that chance from me, okay? This one and the last one do not deserve rights. I read the whole thing. I can say that with conviction. They do not deserve rights. What really is offensive is the staff pick of the month, Reese's book club. I'm pretty sure this was the Heather's pick. Like, everybody said it was gonna be so good, and the betrayal I felt. More on that in the popular books I didn't like video. The ending was the only part I liked in the whole book, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, I finally care about these characters. I finally care about their trials and tribulations and whatever the hell they've got going on in their life. It made me care just enough to be pissed off. Why couldn't you have just given me the opportunity to hate the whole book? Like the Night Circus. You just dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you're trying like scrabble your way out at the end. No thank you. Just sit in the corner and think about how shit you've been, okay? Don't try and just at the very last second be like, we're gonna reel you in now, and now you should care. I was making dinner when I listened to the end of this audiobook. I remember vividly. I was in the kitchen. I had my phone connected to the speaker. It was blaring. I had to stop making dinner and turn and look at the speaker and tell it to go fuck itself. And then I opened up my library app and looked at the cover and told the book to go fuck itself. Are you kidding me? You put me through all of this misery for just like a kernel, just a little of caring? No! If you're gonna do that, fucking do it all the way. Just fully pull me in. This gave you just enough to care about the ending 20 pages, but not enough to care about the rest that happened before it. Not enough for me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna reread this. I'm gonna give it another chance. Does not deserve rights. The next 3 books are all parts of series, beloved or otherwise. Let's start with the beloved series, shall we? And I'm sure this is not an unpopular opinion, but this book is 13 fucking books long. And you're gonna drag me through a 13 book series and get me so fucking invested in the lives of these children, only for the ending to be like, whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you, series of unfortunate events. One more time. Fuck you. The anger that I felt when I closed the last book, entitled The End, How Apropos. Fourth time, fuck you. Oh my god. Walk it off. Walk it off. Walk it off. The ending gave you, like, such, no answers. Not a goddamn answer. Not one. The sugar bowl, is that what it was? The whole thing, they're like, the sugar bowl is just a big thing, and maybe we'll find out soon. Maybe we'll find out soon. It hooks you, and it reels, and it reels, and it reels. Does it ever let you go? Does it ever give you the satisfaction of knowing what the fuck it means? No. See, here's the extra thing that pisses me off about this book in particular. Not this one, the last one. I loved every book in the series. Count Olaf is so fucked up. He's just so garbage. Oh my god, but I love it. I was so looking forward to sharing this series with my children, having a nice family reading of this series. But now I'm reduced to only giving it to my children when they're pissing me off as a form of punishment. You know what? You're grounded. Go read this fucking series. It's kind of sadistic, actually. I kind of like that. But like, really? You're taking time away from family bonding because you want to leave it open-ended? What the fuck? Curtis? Yeah. Do we have any wine? Do we have any wine left? Fuck me. I need to get drunk now. This video's making me angry. The next series is one that I finally just finished in September. Yeah, last month. I had started the series when I was a teenager and never ended up buying the rest of the books because they had been out for a while and I was just finding them as I would go to used bookstores. So I finally finished it. Gossip Girl by Cecily von Ziegler. Oh, Daisy Jones and the Shits is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. A Series of Unfortunate Shits is by Lemony Snicket. It was, what, 12 books long? And the prequel? I haven't read the prequel yet because I wanted to read it after I read the series, because for the first time I didn't want to spoil anything and read it first. I'm weird like that. I'm too angry to read the prequel right now. It's so long and like I feel like it would just give me everything. But after the last book in this series, I'm not ready to be hurt like that. 12 books, only like the other ones, to be left so open. Does Blair end up with Nate? Does Serena end up with Nate? Does Nate end up with nobody? Did Dan and Vanessa get back together, like for real for real? Nobody knows. Also, the books apparently are very different from the show. I'm gonna watch the show soon and I'll probably end up ranting about either the book or the show. Nobody knows. But like, fuck me. Gave me nothing. I was so invested in how shitty these people are. Everybody's cheating on everybody all the time. There might have been one book where somebody didn't get cheated on or somebody wasn't cheating on someone else. For me, it was too open. Like there was no resolution to anything. The only thing I liked about it is that you got a little bit more of Jenny's story because she had her own spin-off in The It Girl. And you get to see a little bit more of like what happens after that series. That's the only redeeming quality at the end of this fucking series. So I'm looking it up to see if in the Carlyles, the other Gossip Girl spin-off, they mention it, anything that has to do with the ending of this. Apparently fucking not. It's like they left it open for another spin-off and then just never did it. What did we do to deserve this kind of treatment as readers? I wasn't cheating on this series. I didn't start 5 other books while I was reading it and never finish the series and maybe one day go back and pick it up and then cheat on it again. No, I was committed to this relationship, something these characters know nothing about. And what was I given? Nothing. That one's the most fresh for me too. Like I remember closing the book, I was sitting next to Carter. If it wouldn't have woken up my sweet baby boy, I would have thrown the book through the goddamn window, okay? I would have broken the fucking window, all for the sake of being dramatic. Editing Zoe here. I forgot to mention the most infuriating fucking thing about the Gossip Girl series. I can't believe I forgot this. I was just so heated that I wasn't thinking properly. The number one thing that I hated about the ending of the Gossip Girl books, you never find out who the fuck Gossip Girl is. What the fuck was the point of the last 12 books then, You never find out. No indication, no hint, nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? 12 fucking books. And nothing. I googled it so many times. Who's Gossip Girl in the books? And then it just shows the stuff for the show. Which makes me think again that they wanted to do a third spin-off and they would have said who it is in the spin-off, but it just never happened. So I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Who the fuck is Gossip Girl in the books? Will we ever know? Probably not. I don't even think Cecily von Ziegler wrote the last few books in the series. Pretty sure it was a ghostwriter. Hi, Tice. Hi, handsome. He doesn't care that we don't know who Gossip Girl is. And you know what? I love that for him. His mind is at ease. He doesn't have to wonder about this for the rest of his life. I do, and I'm upset. Which brings us to the last book. I think I am most angry about this one. I know at the beginning I said I don't know if I can order them from least hated to most hated, whatever, but I'm pretty sure, I'm confident, maybe-ish, in saying that this is my most hated ending ever because it was one of my favorite series. I don't want to reread this series because I loved it so much, but I hated the ending. Moment of silence for The Fate of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. Moment over. The first book, The Fate of the Tearling, starts off so good. It was so good. It was so intriguing. Everything about it was perfect. The second book didn't fall into the sophomore slump. It was amazing. It took the first book and gave you so much more in terms of history and backstory and what the fuckery, and it set up this one perfectly. And then this one starts off so strong. It was so good. She's kind of thick, you know. We got, what, 470 odd pages in this? I was set up for perfection. It had all of the potential in the entire fucking world to let me the fuck down. Are you kidding me? This is the English major in me coming out. But if you've heard of the term Deus Ex Machina, or God from the Machine, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you've never heard of that, it's when a god or a godlike character or some higher power just comes in and saves the day at the last minute. It's a very weak plot device in my own personal opinion. It smacks of cop-out or lazy writing or just general what the fuckery. Pantsing to the point where you're like, I ruined everything and I cannot go back and fix this. And the whole series has deckled edges. I love deckled edges. You're gonna give me a book with deckled edges and fuck me up like that? This one, betrayed thrice. It really hurts. Let me see exactly how many pages are in this fucking book. 475 pages. Page 450 fucking 4. Okay? What did I say? 474? I forgot already. 475. 21 pages. And the whole series was fucking ruined. Which really upsets me because 21 is my number. My birthday is October 21st. It's always been just my good number. Now my bra is falling off. I'm so angry. The tits are flying free with anger. So major spoilers here, okay? This is the one I'm most angry about. This is the one I'm gonna rant the most about. Jesus. Fuck. Okay, so. My hair is not cooperating at this point. Up to this point, everything has gone to shit. They're being invaded by like these demon-y type creatures or something. The one guy's kind of like maybe almost like a vampire. I don't quite remember. Anyways, they are 5 seconds away from total annihilation. Nobody knows how they're going to survive this, the good guys, right? So they go and they find this thing that takes them back in time to when this place was settled. The whole story of how the people got to this land was so cool and so well thought out, and I loved the entire idea of it. The whole thing is like there's a parallel story that was happening in the past that the main character is seeing and like reliving, and it's helping her understand like where they came from and why everything is so fucked up and how things got so twisted from what they were meant to be over the course of several hundred years, I think it was. So the very ending, she goes and like the story is ending and she's finding out like the moment that everything got so fucked up, right? So she ends up fixing what went wrong. And then she wakes up in the utopia that they were supposed to be living in. And then everything that had happened for book 1, book 2, and 450 fucking pages of book 4, or book 3 rather, gone. Means nothing. The people don't even fucking remember. She's the only one that remembers what happened. That is the biggest fucking cop-out of any book of all fucking time. I'm so angry, I want to throw up. If this was planned, if the ending was planned the whole time, I'm going to be even more fucking angry because that's the only thing that anybody could have come up with. Oh my god, it ruined everything. I am so disgusted that I sat through hundreds of pages of perfection only for it to be ripped away from me at the last fucking second. Oh my god. I'm gonna go stand in the corner for a few seconds and think about how upset I am. and I'm calm. I'm not fucking calm. I don't think I've ever been this viscerally upset about a book, and it's been years since I finished it. On top of that, they were talking about turning it into a movie and Emma Watson was gonna be in it, and then you do this to me? I remember reading when I had seen that she didn't want to be part of a big franchise ever again because she didn't want to be known as just that character, whatever series it is. But she read this and was like, fuck me up, let's do it. The only way I'm ever going to see that, if they do turn it into a movie or a TV show, is if I am guaranteed to have a better ending than this garbage. Trash. Hot garbage. Trash. Fire. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit fucking upset about it still. 454 fucking pages. First one's about 430 pages. Second one had really thin pages apparently because it's 511. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones. You're telling me after almost 1,500 pages that you're gonna treat me like that? Mm-hmm. That's why I have trust issues. Okay, horrible friendships aside. I hope on every book that I've ever read that I don't encounter a book that makes me feel that way again, because it sucks. Oh my god, it hurts so fucking much. It's been literally years since I've read The Fate of the Tearling, and I am so upset. I am disgusted every time I think about it. And I've encountered people that are like, I actually really liked the ending. It made sense. I liked it. And I'm like, okay, valid. Not for me though. Anyways, let me know down below in the comments if you've read any of these books, if you were as upset by the ends of the books or series as I was, or an ending that you absolutely hated, but keep it spoiler free in the comments, please. Or if that's just too much or you don't have a lot of time, drop some hearts down below, preferably purple ones because that's my favorite color and I need some joy in my life to stay updated with my current reads and how I'm feeling about them. And if I hate any of them as much as I hated these, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, all at Zoe's All Booked, which I will leave linked down below in the description box, along with a link to Book Depository, where if you click that link and buy books, I get a small 5% commission at no extra cost to you, my Patreon, my coffee if you want to leave me a tip, and a link to the Discord if you want to come and chat about anything. Book things, life things, the channel for just saying fuck all the time. Clearly, we need an outlet. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. I love you awesome nerds, and I will see you in the next one. I can confidently say this one is getting a fuck counter. Buckle the fuck up.